Uh, Welcome to the stream. My name is Nick Larson, and this is not my normal time to be streaming, but this is what we're doing anyway. So I'm actually going out of town this weekend, and I want to stay on pace to get done with this 12-day project of making a game. Let's just take a quick look at where we are. Do 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 do. All right, let's get this thing running. And then we'll take a... Oh, no. Terminal. New terminal. Not guitar demo. Oh, I'm in the wrong one. That's also not good. Open recent. Offline. There we go. Now I want a terminal. And we're in offline. Now what I want to do is say WS. And if we go to the old... Yeah, this was the trick. Somebody showed me this. Yeah, do a little incognito. There we go. And we go to localhost 8000. All right, here is our game as it exists so far. I'll pull this up. All right, the idea is you move around in this room, and when you go over an item, you pick up the item. And then once you get all the items and you go to the base, oh, that should have worked. That should have worked. Console. I swear it should have worked. Said, set timeout. You have brought the thing back online. Missing items. It's like not... Oh, you know what? My inventory is not here either. Now we're on the path to try and figure out what's going on here. Stream workday 3. Do anything offline? Origin player stream workday 3. Well, that's not good. Make winning condition. I feel like this is the winning condition. Alright, let's refresh this and see what it does. When we move over an item and we pick it up, missing items. Alright, so I got this backwards. Missing items. Items needed dot has own property equals true. So then what I'm saying is items needed. And where is my... Let's go to the... Oh. Silly me. Gotta go to index debug. Okay, there we go. That was my live version of it. This is the version... Okay, there we go. Now we've picked the item up. We've picked the item up. We've picked the item up. And we go to the end and it's like, hey, you brought the system back online. Hooray. Okay, great. And that's the end of the game. So really what we want to do now is we want to make it so that when you pick up these items, it makes a little noise. And we want a little like constant sound playing in the background. And that's what the goal of today is. We're going to work on this for 2 hours. And I think, what am I at? I've been up for 4 minutes. So we got an hour and 56 minutes. That's the goal here. We want to get some sound in here in the next, you know, very, very short amount of bit of time. Let's see if we can do that. To the best of my knowledge, what I know about how to do sound is you can either like collect up the data of sound in a buffer and then you can say, hey, play the buffer. Or you can generate sound using an oscillator, and then you can manipulate the wave as it goes and have it do different things. And so that's sort of what we want to do. You can like manipulate the frequency, you can manipulate the amplitude, and I believe you can mix some waves together and play them at the same time to sort of generate different, you know, effects. So that's sort of the idea. That's what we want to try here, and that's what we're going to look at. More or less. So we need like a little click click sound for the flashlight, And then we need like a little jingle jingle. I don't have keys with me, but you know, something like ching for the keys, and then like I don't know, some sort of zzz or something for the zipper. So I wonder if I could just, you know, for the short answer, record these sounds because they're very, very short, right? They're not long. And if I can just record them and then play them back, then we can move forward and move on to other problems. And then we can worry about doing this in a more interesting way later. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and see about doing that. Is there a sound recorder? Voice recorder. That's sort of crappy. Sound recorder app. Sound recorder? Voice recorder? Oh, look, it's already there. Okay, ready? So, I'll be right back. I am going to grab... Did you just record while I was talking? No, 111. Let's not play that. Who knows what I recorded? That's weird and freaky. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to grab some keys so we can shake them. And then I'm going to grab, I don't know. The rest we'll just do with our, you know, with voice. So I'll be right back in 1 minute. You know what? My office kind of tight. Need to get my office right. Make it not so tight. Really what I need is a freaking bigger green screen so I can put it further back. Oh, look, you can see my hand back there. And my shirt's green today. I bet you can see things. Nope. Still hides it. Oh well, whatever. Okay. So, I got some keys. Sort of hoping they would jangle a little bit more. There we go. Let's try that. Oh, that's perfect. I don't even need to record anything else. It just came out perfect on the first try. Okay, so that's that for that. Let's make a little flashlight noise, like zzz, click, click. I guess. Let's just see. Click, click. Nope. What can I do for a flashlight noise? I don't really know. Maybe? Oh, it's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to record a new one. Alright, record. Let's go with this one. You know what? It's better than nothing. And then for this last one, I want beep boop beep boop beep boop, something like that. So that's what we're gonna do. Beep boop beep boop beep boop. Beep boop beep boop beep boop. It's gonna be so stupid. Okay, now what we need to do is from these things we need to get the actual wave data, and then we need to convert it to a JavaScript array. And these are going to be quite large, I would imagine. Why? is it not showing me? I don't want the play, I want the view details. Oh, come on, give me the file size. 65 kilobytes. I think that's a little too big. Does it zip well? Negative, Ghost Rider. It does not zip at all. I don't know. You know what? For the time being, we're just gonna get them to work so that the sound effects are there, and then we're gonna move on. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look up something like JavaScript. How to load MP4. Dynamically load and play HTML5 video. That's what I'm talking about. I don't want video, I want audio. Oh, M4A. M4A? M4A. Sure. Source. M4A, audio controls. I don't want audio controls. I want to like download the bytes of this. Probably want to use fetch. And then change it to a buffer. And then set it to an audio buffer. Okay, I feel like that's gonna work. Let's do fetch. JavaScript fetch. Using fetch. All right, fetch. Yep. All right, let's go ahead and pull this over here. Game. All right. Let's do audio. I feel like this is something we're going to come back around to. Well, how about we just make a new file? We're going to call this audio.js. Okay. Now we need audio context. JavaScript audio context. Audio context. Okay, right here. All right, audio context. I think we can probably do this a little better by just saying new audio context. And then we say audio context. Okay, great. This is the oscillator one, but I want to say there is a buffer. Audio buffer source node. Yeah. Something like that. Give me an example. Make this larger. There we go. Bring that back up. Bring this other thing back up. Okay. And then audio context.create buffer. Create buffer source. All right, this is how you actually play it. And then you have this thing called an array buffer. Array buffer. Audio context.create buffer. We'll come back to that. Is there a create buffer? Audio context. Audio context. Audio buffer. Methods. Copy from channel, copy to channel. Copy samples to the specified audio buffer from the source array. Copy to channel. All right, another array. Copy from channel. Copy channel data from the second channel. Copy data from another array to the first channel. Both channels now have the same data. Okay. All right, let's so this is how we want to do this. I want to say create buffer is, yeah, doing number of channels. Okay, so we're going to have a float 32 array. And we're going to, all right, so just to write this down, what we want to do is call this constant load audio equals function file name. And then what we want is to say fetch data, convert to float 32 array, create audio buffer, store in file, store in accessible location. All right. And then we're just going to call load audio on all three of my files. And we're going to have a constant play audio buffer equals function, and then, you know, buffer. And this is going to be pretty much just copy and paste from here. How the hell did I get here? Copy, open a new tab. All right, this is how we play it. We create a new buffer source. Actually, we're just going to do all of this right here. Probably don't even need to do anything else. And let's give a little attribution, because that's what you do when you copy and paste your code. All right. Audio context. Yeah, we're just going to change the name of this. Audio context. Create buffer source. My array buffer. No, buffer. And then source.connect, audio context.destination, source.start. All right, that's playing. Now we need to load. And then what we want to say is constant sound effects equals this object, and we're going to have keys equals load I'm not really sure how to do this. How about load audio? Because all of this is going to happen like asynchronously. Let's just have it be like this. And then we're going to have, I can't do constant. Yes, I can. I just can't change the reference to sound effects. But what I can do is say something along the lines of load audio. Let's save these files. What is this one? Good one. Save as. Rename. Share. Oh, crap all. Open file location. Here we go. We're going to rename this one. Let's rename it to keys. Okay, and then the second one is flashlight. Save as. Rename flashlight. I guess we should call it something. And then this third one is data. Data. Okay. Now I want to copy these. Cut. We want to put them in code. Culture development. JS13K. Offline. I guess we're going to put them here. Paste. All right, keys. All right. These are all M4As. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to convert an M4A. JavaScript convert M4A. JavaScript convert M4A to what do we want to convert it to? Array buffer. Float 32 array. Ah, crap. Audio buffer to wave. Node wave. Node wave. None of these are going to work. Damn. Alright, I need to save these as a wave. Alright, convert M4. So let's just change this to convert M4A to wave. How about JavaScript? Audio context play wave. Getting started with web audio API. Audio context, loading sounds. Okay. Dog barking buffer. Context.decode audio data. Oh, I like that. Let's see what this can handle. Okay, let's see what this can handle. Context.decode audio data. So I don't want audio buffer anymore. I want web audio API. I want audio context. I want decode What the fuck? Where is decode? Base audio context? Decode audio data. There it is. Okay. That was not trivial to find. Decode audio data method of base audio context interface is used to asynchronously decode audio file data contained in an array buffer. If this, in this case, the array buffer is loaded and a file reader. The decoded audio buffer is resampled in the audio context sampling rate, then passed back to a callback or promise. Oh, this seems very promising. Sorry, I'm awful at this. All right. So, response type array buffer. Source.start. The hell is source? Source equals audio context.create buffer source. Oh, so you can just call this thing one time and then play it? Oh no, you're not going to want to do it like that. Yeah, source stop and play. That's not what we want to do. What we want to do is we want to create a new one, play it, and let it die. All right, that's what we want to do. All right, so we get the response. You know, we're just going to freaking copy this. Get data. Yeah, just get data. I kind of like the fetch API better, but I also like copying and pasting code. So we're just going to try this one for now. And we're going to scratch all of that. Okay, so we have this thing called get data. Request.send. Request.onload. Okay. Array buffer. This thing gives us back a buffer. I just want to store the buffer. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to have this thing called its sound effects. Right here. And then right here, we're just going to do sound effects of, okay, file name. Let's just call it, yeah, file name. And then we're just going to set this equal to this. We don't want this buffer source thing. We want this to be not viper.ogg. We want this to be, let's just call it sfx name. sfx name plus m4a. SFX name. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this URL before I forget about that. Okay. Onload. Get the audio data. Decode the audio data. Function buffer. That's it. Oh, man, this is awful. Mixing 2s and 4s. Okay. And then this is the error case. And then, yeah, just request.send. Okay. I think that's okay. Let's see if that works. And then we're just going to call get data a bunch of times. So I want to move all of this down, actually. Just comment this out. And we're going to call this load audio. Keys. Flashlight. What's the last one? Data. And it's not light, it's an actual light. Okay. So this is going to get me things that are in the base. It's going to load me this, this, and this. And then they're going to be in sound effects. And now I want to change this to be play sound effect. Play sound effects. Let's play sound effects equals function sfx name, and then we just say play audio buffer of sfx. No, how about if not sfx dot has on property sfx name console.log trying to play unloaded sfx plus fsx name return. Otherwise, just do that. sfx name. Okay. Hopefully that's all we need to do. All right. I am on about 0% confidence that this is going to work, but let's go ahead and give it a shot anyway. Yeah, let's go ahead and give it a shot. So what do we want to do? Let's go back to the game. Oh wait, nope. We're going to have to go to this debug thing, and we're going to have to make it so that we actually include the sound effects. Audio. And then we need to go to the game, and we need to make it so that when you enter a cell that has an item, we want to pick the damn thing up. A widget, a wadget, and a sprocket. Let's change these. We're going to change the widget. What is the widget? It's a great question. Not 100% sure. Where is... All right, the widget. Inspect. All right, the wadget is the flashlight. Hey, it's not 1 p.m. Oh, hey, Mike Jolly. Yeah, no, this is real life. I have to go out of town this weekend, so I'm just like I gotta stay committed. I gotta get my time in. So I'm just putting in the work on this game. So I'm gonna work for 2 hours, and the goal is to get it so that it plays sound whenever you pick up these things. Like right now, when you walk over, it's like boom, picked it up, and you can see they go into your inventory. And then what I want to do is I want to make it so, yeah, when you go here, you get a little sound effect for all of this. Yeah, man, I appreciate that. It's coming along. This was quite the challenge for me. I had no idea what I was doing, and if you saw the way that this was implemented, you'd be like, "What in the fuck were you thinking?" It's not pretty. It's basically this entire element is a child of this player object that you move around, and I just statically place it on the screen. Because that's how it goes. But yeah, so right now what I'm trying to do is just get this audio stuff loaded. I have never done audio in a browser before, and I have copied and pasted stuff from all over the place, and now we're at the point of trying to actually just fire these off. Maybe a good place to fire these off is right after they get loaded. Then we'll just know whether or not they worked. Nah, let's surprise ourselves and make it so that no, that's two problems. It's like the first problem is, do we play it? Yeah, okay, let's just play it. Whatever, let's play it. So you have loaded this thing. It's not that bad. I did it a couple of weeks ago for a stream overlay. Man, so I want to talk to you about something. You play guitar, right? As I was going through and learning about the web audio stuff, and the way that it all connects together, and whatnot, you have to make sure your browser allows the audios to be played on demand. I have to check up on that. That's a good point. I don't know if we're going to run into errors, but oh, the audio context was not allowed to start. It must be resumed or created after a gesture on the page. Oh. Okay, so let's do something like, does mouse move over the page count? I guess we can just try it out, right? You know, we could just put a button at the top. It's like click to start, and then, you know, that's your cue for, okay, we can play audio now. Okay, well, that's kind of crappy. Let's see. How can I do that? Will it start playing if I, like, do something? No, it won't. Okay, sure. So let's have something like, function init audio. And then we're just going to put all this crap in here. Well, actually, we're not. We're not going to put all of it in here. We're going to put all of it but this in here. Like that. And then we're going to put all this crap in here. Like that. You know what, actually, I don't have to do any of this. The only thing I have to do is get that audio context in there before we call this, right? Yeah, you'll hit audio.play. Yep, that's the message you get if you don't allow it. Only way I got it was by clicking that link and following the directions to allow it in Chrome. Okay. The web audio API, blah, blah, blah. Windows.onload. Existing code unchanged, set up all nodes, one-liner to resume playback when a user interacts with the page. Add event listener for click. Set up all nodes. Warning, don't play interstitial ads. Document.query selector. Okay. We'll sort this out. We'll sort this out. Only thing I actually care about at the moment, yeah, we're just going to make it so that you got to click on the page to load the audio. And I got to pull this out. Play audio buffer. Oh, crap. Okay, so we need let audio CTX. And then I need this right here, which will be fine. And then I need this like that. And then I just want to, once we do this, load everything. Yeah, I'm just going to trash this for now. It's just kind of in the way. Play sound effect. Nope. I want that one out here. Play sound effect. And then I want load audio in here and do all of this stuff. Do I need this audio context? Yes, I do, because that's the thing that's doing the decoding. Okay, I think that'll handle it. And then all we need to do is say something like document dot add event listener for click. No, I can't do that. I got to put it on the body. Do I have to put it on the body? Document.query selector. Nope. Okay. Dot query dot query selector returns the first element for body dot add event listener for click, and then just say something like function event console.log initializing audio, and then just say init audio. All right, let's see if this works. So the page loads, then we hit this. Let's go back to here, reload. All right, we did not do that. Initializing audio. Let's reload. Oh, you know what else I want to do? I want something like let let's do something like let audio init equals function, and then I want to say something along the lines of init audio equals function no op. All right, so we don't actually do this twice. How about we just say equals null? If init audio there we go. I don't know if that's a good way to do it. It's kind of crappy, it seems like. We click initializing audio. This is a really, really bad graph, and I want to expand it so that I can actually see the what the fuck? Sources. Network. Why am I having elements? Where is... Shouldn't this show me the actual names of the files that are being loaded? What the hell? Oh, there they are. Hey, all right. See, okay, we loaded these. Loaded them up just fine. I didn't get any JavaScript errors, so I actually feel, you know, kind of okay about that. Let's go ahead and now let's try to play. Now let's try to play. Oh, I can get away with this already because I don't actually have to initialize the audio until I move, which requires a key press. So I don't even have to have the click thing there. But we'll sort that out later. All right, so now in the game, we want to make it so that the flashlight. Why on earth did that work? Inspect, because it's still called a widget. The widget is the keys. The key, I guess. Is it key or keys? Keys. And then the sprocket is the data. All right, now widget is keys. Widget is flashlight. Sprocket is data. I believe that's the only places that I had those. Nope. Right here. This is keys. Flashlight. Data. It's kind of a crappy way to go about that. We should probably update that. Okay. All right. I don't see any errors. We click to initial. Oh wait, no. We got to make it so that when you move over one of these and it picks up the item. Render player pick up items. Pick up items. Player inventory. No, let's check when. Okay, pick up items for each. Now what we want to do is in here, we want to say play SFX. Oh man. Play SFX item dot name, and let's see if it works. Refresh. Initialized audio. Oh man. Okay, wait, we need a winning condition. Also, how do I edit these? Because I want to make it so that as soon as you go over it, it does it. And there's a lot of like empty space at the beginning of these audio files. Yeah, man, for real. For real. That's a good one. Doot, 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 doot. Chat. Oh, man. Okay. That was great. All right, there's good and there's bad here. The good is it actually makes the sound. We can add sounds. It's really easy to play sounds. It's really easy to load sounds. What we want to do is make it so you don't have to click. And we want a winning condition one. And we want to trim these files so that they're not nearly as long. And we have an hour to do all of that, which is going to take like probably 10 minutes. So we'll figure out something else to do. There's plenty of time. But this is really all I wanted to get through today, and I'm pretty happy about that. But since I still got you, Mike Jolly, yeah, I had this idea. I want to learn the web audio API a little bit more in depth. I'm like super keen on the idea of the generating one where you like create an oscillator and then you know manipulate it. And I thought like a cool way to do that would be to build a guitar in JavaScript that, like, you know, because each of the strings is really just like a note, you know, a frequency, more or less. There's some noise to it and whatnot, and that's the stuff that we can figure out together. But for the most part, I want to make it so that, you know, all of the strings show up on there, and like as you pluck a string, like with your mouse, which is basically just running your mouse over it, your mouse would be in the shape of a pick or something, that it plays it. And then using the keys on the keyboard, you can actually like put where, you know, which, I don't even know what the things are called, brackets or frets. Yes, frets. That you can actually press down the frets and they would show up as little dots like on the representation of the guitar as you moved your fingers up and down the keyboard. And then you could play a keyboard by, or, you know, you could play by this sort of deal. And I thought that would just be like a cool way to learn all about the ins and outs of the audio API. How many frets? I don't know. I'd just go and grab a picture of a guitar. Images.google.com. Guitar. Yeah, see, I would just grab something like this. Only I would get one that's like freaking huge so that you could zoom way the ass in on it. Let me see if we can go back and just find a big one. Size, tools, size, larger than. Yeah. Here we go. And then you just, you know, get you a guitar going. There's got to be a good one. These are all kind of crappy. For my purposes, at least. Maybe something like this. And then, like, the idea is that, yeah, like, as you press, you would actually see the dots show up right here. Oh, wait, how many frets? Like, you don't need them all because each string is 2 octaves. Probably more intuitive to do a bass guitar with 4 strings than each row of a standard QWERTY keyboard could be a different string. That is a great idea. Man, that is awesome. You are the idea man. Mike Jolly, the idea man. I love that. Shout out Mike Jolly. I don't actually have the shout out on. The Michael Jolly. Damn it. I got to get the shout out one in there. Anyway, shout out to you. That is such a great idea. I love that idea. Bass guitar. Let's go look at bass guitar. Okay. Still kind of long. So each one, oh shit. Why is it small all of a sudden? Didn't I say big? Tools. Size. Freaking huge. There we go. Choose that one. Okay, see, that is an appropriate size for what I'm thinking. And then, yeah, like as you like move your fingers up and down, you're choosing the different frets and it sort of like shows like dots on top of the strings or something. And then over here, you just kind of move your mouse and I guess you can click. Oh, that's 5 strings. What the fuck? That's crazy. How about I Google for something very specific? Like 4-string bass. And then, yeah, large. Okay. There we go. All right, perfect. And then, yeah, you just sort of move it, and you can click for when you want to. You could also put the characters over the... Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, right? Yeah. Press the B button, and it's this spot right here. Oh, man, this is so great, yeah. I mean, it would take a little while to get like used to. Another option is instead of actually making it so that you can play it, maybe that's one mode, but another mode is it just reads some sheet music for you. And then it just plays the music from the sheet music, and that would be cool as well. be a little bit more awesome. There'd be a little bit of interesting work to do on actually reading it in, but yeah, just to test it out and play with it and sort of get used to it and see what you can do with it. See if you can actually make it sound like a guitar. Oh yeah, record what they're playing. Okay, that's an advanced feature. I think right now what I would focus on is just getting it to make the sounds and emulate the sound that I want. The reason for all of this is even these like stupidly small sounds that I just created are huge. This one is like the key jangling, 41 kilobytes, and this is not going to compress very well at all. So what I need to do is get all of the sounds for this entire app along with all of the rest of the crap down into, you know, a very small amount of space, 13 kilobytes. So I feel like generating the audio for each of these sounds is going to be much more space efficient than me recording it and then trying to play it back. That's the plan, at least. All you're really doing is recording the keys that are pressed. I thought you meant like plug a guitar in and have the guitar like be the input instead of like, you know, a microphone. Okay. Yeah, all of these sound cool. Yeah, record what you're playing. That would be cool. Have to see how easy or hard it is to play this. There might be some magic we could do around getting it to actually, you know, play automatically on like a metronome or something. And it only plays the strings that you have pressed down when the metronome passes or something. Pre-recorded. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So like, it could be like a little Guitar Hero thing to get used to playing it. All of this is cool, man, right? And it's just about like learning how this audio thing works. All right. I'm going to figure out how to trim these down. I want to trim audio. Trim audio file, Windows 10. Right click on the audio file and choose add to timeline. Joyo share. Well, I'm not going to download. Get audio trimmer. Audio trimmer. Sure, whatever. Give me a second. Let me download this. See if we can trim these up. Get it. It's going to cost money, isn't it? You own this app. Great. Install it. Did I just pay money? I honestly don't know. Whatever. Select the file. Well, it's got the right look. Oh, shit. There we go. Keys. Select a file. Whatever. Code. Culture of development. Nope. Culture of development. JS13K offline. Oh, man. Only MP3s. Damn it. Okay. Let's try and be more specific. Trim M4A audio file, Windows 10. Get sound editor. Let's try this one. Get it? Sound editor, 2 stars out of 248. This has got to be awful. There was a time where you could import a lot of video formats just to save audio as an MP3, but now everything is severely limited and I can't even do that. Well, that's not really what I'm trying to do. Sound editor is made and supported by a single person, mostly in the evenings after the kids go to bed. Feel you, bud. I hope you enjoy using it. Please be patient with the ads. I have to justify my time on this project somehow. We just introduced... I don't really care about that. I really don't. Import. Edit. File. Open file. Alright. Code. Culture development. JS13K offline. Haha! Keys. Select. Play? What the fuck? The hell was that noise? Did you hear that? What was that garbage? What on earth? Yeah, it sounded awful. Rewind. Okay, this is garbage. What in the hell was that? No snap, 1 second, half second. Okay. Gonna end up having to find all of these things. Let's try the next one. All right, note to self. Do not download 2-star apps. All right, we're gonna try this 3.5-star app. This says only MP3s. Well, come on, you can do it. See, when I said it was going to take 10 minutes, I didn't realize that this was actually going to require some work. I bet you there's a web-based thing that does this. Trim audio clip web. There we go. MP3 cutter. Yeah, sure, let's try that. Code. JS13K. Offline. Keys. Okay, that one's actually pretty good. So let's try a different one. Choose file. Data. Look at all this noise up here before it even starts making it. This is fake. This isn't real data. That's so silly. Seemed like it was about here. No, just put your thing here. How do I go? Is it here? Damn it. Nothing's easy. Okay, let's try that. I really wish I could make it play from this. Okay, I think that's okay. Let's crop that. Fade in, fade out. No, thank you. Crop it. Download it. Show in folder. Data. Let's play it. Okay. Where's my other folder? And then let's go to, yeah, go back. No, crap. Do a new one. Choose the file. Flashlight. Yeah, look, this is... How did I get this thing to work earlier? It was on like loop earlier and it just kind of worked. I feel like... There we go. All right, let's do that. Download this. Show me where it's at. We want to call this one flashlight.m4a. Cut. Paste. Replace. Okay. Let's try it one more time. Now I have to go figure out how to uninstall all of these other apps. We'll do that later. Note to self, there's something online in JavaScript that does everything you ever wanted. All right, reload. Clicked. I feel like that's okay. I might want to start it a hair earlier. Reload. Like this one? Oh, I didn't click first. That's annoying. See, that one's perfect. That sound just doesn't actually make any sense. Whatever. What the sound is doesn't matter. Let's make a heroic you win sound. Okay. Voice recorder. Can I uninstall this from here? That would make this so easy. No, of course I can't. All right, one more. Heroic you win sound. Yay! Rename. Win. Open file location. Move it here. Okay. Let's close this. Let's close that. We don't need any of that anymore. And let's load up win. And let's go to the game and let's make it so that check win. If you have all of them, you have brought the system back online. Let's go with play SFX win refresh. Come on. Heroic you win sound. Yay! All right. Okay. What was the last thing that I said we were going to do? We added a sound. We trimmed them. Oh, I want to make it so that when you move, it triggers the audio, not... Okay, so we're going to have... we're going to have this be query.document selector. We're going to have this be... Okay. Have this be var body, no, not var, const body equals this, and then we're going to say console.log initializing audio, and then we're going to have this be on load init audio body, and then what we're going to do is in here we're going to say remove event listener, in audio. Is remove event listener a thing? JavaScript remove event listener. Listener. Yep. Remove event listener type. I like examples. Mouse down, handle mouse down. Oh, what is true? Oh, that's add event listener. That's the bubbling. Remove event listener. I'm just going to call it without that. All right, let's see if that works. And I don't want it to be click. I want it to be key press. Can I do mouse move? Does that count as a gesture? You know what? You can always try it. Mouse move. Mouse move. I don't know if this is a good way to do this or not. It's probably a better way to do this. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Mouse move. Mouse move is going to trigger kind of fast. Let's just give it a shot. Refresh. No, body has already been declared. Yep. Let's call it audio body. Audio body. Audio body. Refresh. Oh, initializing audio not allowed to start. Must be created after a user gesture on the page. Crap. Let's do it one more time. After a user gesture. Gesture. Or reject the promise with a not allowed. And the autoplay attribute will also be ignored. Define gesture. Older gesture. Key point, if audio context is created prior to the document receiving a user gesture, it will be created in the suspended state, and you will need to call resume after a user gesture is received. Alternatively, the audio context will be resumed after a user gesture if start is called on any attached node. I really wish they would just freaking define what a user gesture is. Chrome user gesture definition. User gesture required. Chromium that indicates that a user is explicitly interacting. Can y'all read this? Is explicitly interacting with the web page, for example, a mouse click, but not a mouse move or wheel. When certain sensitive operations are restricted to apply only if it can consume a user gesture, that is a successful window.open call per mouse down up click sequence. Some of this maps to pop-up blocking algorithm in the HTML5 spec, but I'm not sure how. Okay, you know what? We're just going to close this crap, and we're gonna make it on key press. So it seems like you can create the audio context early. It's just as soon as you receive a gesture, you then need to do something. All right, because this is a key press, this will actually happen before you can press the key again. Well, not necessarily. That console.log is pretty expensive. All right, let's just put it there. Okay. Feel pretty good about all this. Refresh. I pressed a key. Okay, we initialized the audio. Heroic, you win sound. Yay! All right. Okay, I like that a lot better than actually clicking. I don't get how these other things do it. If we go to like the other games, JS13K games, how do these get away with it? Winners. Let's go to this one. Like, watch this. As soon as I click this, it's just going to start making the sound. No? Yeah, see, I didn't do anything. I didn't even move the mouse. Like, how on earth are they doing that? Guess we're gonna have to look at the code. Source, audio context. Wow, they're just straight up creating it right there. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't go look at it. Let's go under run. We pull it up here and we go to F12. Aha! Audio context is not allowed to start. Is it because I talked? Is it like opening a mic and then listening to me? I'm gonna try not saying anything. But if I start talking, does it work then? Ooh, that's crazy. How did I manage to keep it from talking? Oh, that's so weird. So if my mouse is over it, it'll get a hold of it. No. What did I accidentally click? What if I don't have this open? No. That's so wild. I don't know. I have no idea how they're doing it. Source. Now I'm genuinely interested. Main. Initiating. Document.onClick. Terminal cancel. Oh, audio init. Alright, where's audio init? Audio? Audio init. Generate song. Play audio. Generate song. Play audio. Audio play. Audio play. Hey, that looks very familiar, doesn't it? Audio play. Callback. Audio play. Okay, so generate song. I don't know, that's crazy. I have no idea. And I don't think it's really that important because I think we showed that sound effects. Okay, so that's like a definition of some wave stuff. Let's go back to source. Dark meat beats. Okay, that's interesting. Game. Load level. Nope, this doesn't look right. Sonatax. Okay, here we go. This is a function inside of a things. If we go to the end, it's just run immediately. All right, so it's just run immediately. And what does this do? There's no audio context. Control F. Audio CTX. That's the only freaking reference to the whole thing. What is it even doing in there? All right then. What were those functions called? Oh wait, create audio buffer. No wait, these are... Oh, an audio context is passed in. Audio context. So the audio context is created right away. And then it tries to play it right away. And I guess it just relies on something. Let's go audio context. There's got to be like an audio context resume, or does it just start playing as soon as something is picked up? Do you have to call resume? I wish I could very easily search for resume. Not going to be any of these entities. Let's go Control F. Resume. Not in here. Let's go main. I don't see anything in here. Okay. This one? Control F. Resume? No. Sound effects? No, this is not. Okay. Terminal. Control F. Resume. No, I don't know. All right, whatever. It's not that important. Fun experiment. All right, so this is overall pretty winning. Let's go take a look at, let's just do a quick little recap here. Feel pretty good about this, to do. What is today? Man, I didn't even make a to-do list before I started. 2019 04 16. We had a winning condition done. Okay. Add audio for each item. Add audio for... It's easy to write a to-do list when you've already done it, by the way. Winning condition. I wonder what else we could add on here. I don't know. I feel like that's pretty much all that really happened. There was a fair amount of research in there. Okay, so the idea, let's see here. Components that make a game complete. We have music, interactions. We have some graphics. There should be like a door. Okay. So let's just put this up here. How much time do I have? Probably get this done. Uptime. Alright, I still got 35 minutes. So, add a door to the exit cell. Okay. And then, it'd be nice to have something that, like, actually looked right. And maybe some obstacles. Things that you can't move. You know, like a desk. And then you run into the desk and it checks the drawers because you ran into the desk. Okay. That would be under interactions. I sort of like that. Alright, so that's just like a long term to do. And then the music, it'd be nice to have some like constant background music. A tutorial. Alright. What would a tutorial for this look like? The little terminal thing was pretty cool. I feel like for this one, you know, there should be actually two doors. You enter on one door and you have to get through the other door. Oh man, you could do like an escape room game. That's kind of cool. I think that's sort of what this is turning into. You have to collect the right items and then maybe even have the items interact, like you drag and drop the items or something. Or you like drag the item to the door and it unlocks the door. And then we make the world a little bit bigger. Yeah, use a key on the door. Yeah, like, yeah. And then have, yeah. Okay. And somewhere deep in this place is like, have blocks black, that without a flashlight you can't see the path. Yeah, I like that. So like there's like a lamp over here on a desk in the corner and you can see this area over here where you came in. No, wait, a lamp doesn't make sense because the power's out. There's a window right here to the outside and you can see like a soft glare in the moonlight. But like as you move further into the room, and certainly when you move into the next room. Okay. All right, this is all starting to make sense. Let's write some of this down. All right. It's basically an escape room game. It's nighttime outside. The power is out, but there is a window by the entrance that includes some moonlight enough to help you find a flashlight. Alright, just arbitrarily pick for me a number of levels, right? So this is the first one, and like then you find a staircase and you go to like the next level and then you find another staircase. Okay, 10. There are 10 levels. There are 10 levels. Should they all be the same size or shape? Yeah, maybe you move into different parts. So the first level is like, here's this one part of it, and then you move through a door right here, and there's like another part over here, and then there's some stairs, and you come up, and now we're on level 3. Okay, so we kind of maze around a little bit. There are 10 levels. Some on the same floor. Some accessible by stairs. Or say 9 of these blocks and then make a larger block. Okay. There are 10 levels. Intermediate levels are mostly smaller. Last level is notably larger. Right. I feel like, you know, in an escape game, there's not danger of dying per se. They're generally very turn-based, like you look around and do stuff. I feel like the trick to this is going to be interaction. Like you can bounce into the desk and you can't move forward. You just kind of stuck. But you can't actually search the desk until you have the flashlight to know that there's a desk there and that it needs to be searched, or that there is, you know, a drawer in the desk. Ooh, that's a good one. All right, the theme for this is again offline. So we need to I still like the idea of like getting the server back on, and the idea is you have to collect, say, you know, 10 discs, and we can put a little number up here in the top little corner that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then as soon as you get to 10, then all of a sudden you've got, you know, all of Windows 3.1 that you can now use to restore from the backup. Actually, 3.1 probably fit on like two discs. But you need to go down, or okay, you're on the top floor and you need to go down, or you start on a random floor and you don't know if you're going up or going down initially. I like the idea of randomizing the world. It makes the replayability a lot better. So you could start on floor 6 and accidentally go up to 10 and then realize you have to go all the way back down. So the only concern that I have with like a puzzle game and randomly starting in a new place is you have to put the things in the right places to make it so that you can actually get to where it is that you need to go. And that's a little bit harder to do from a random standpoint. That's a little bit easier to do from like a just get the hell out of here standpoint. I do like it though. You know, that replayability really adds, I think, a lot to any game. Especially for a game like this, where the idea is you're going to sit down and you're going to play it for 10 minutes and then you're going to be done with it. Like, you don't want to just be done with it in 10 minutes. You want to play it the second time and, oh, it's totally different. And so there's a little bit of interest to it. Okay. All right, last level, notably larger. Maybe. Consider randomizing the game levels for replayability. What else here? Actually, I would add that. Nah, it doesn't have to be. All right. All right. Items required to search or to find to perform certain interactions. Key to open a door. Flashlight to find the correct disk in the drawer. Need to collect lots of data to complete the restore. All right. Or you could ensure that whatever you have to have for that floor is on that floor, and things like the disc that you collect over the whole game for bonus points or achievements. Yeah, that's a great idea too, yeah. Also, it's okay to get to a door and not have the correct key as long as you can get back to it. Well, that's the thing. Maybe you don't even know whether you're going up or you're going down. Like you get to some stairs or you get to... All right, the only thing that you really have to do is make sure that you have a path in some way, shape, or form to get back to the main key, and then to get to the main door. And then once you get in there, all right. All right, how can we fail? All right, you could... Right, okay, that is what you meant earlier, okay. You could accidentally go up when you think you're going down, and you could be attempting to go down, but end up continually going up and realize, uh-oh, this level only has one stair, and that must mean I'm on level 10. Good call. Or it could also mean you're on the bottom. Although maybe there's a garage in the basement, and that's where you get the keys, is from the car or the flashlight. But you have an exit on the bottom. Right. Oh, well, yeah. Okay. So you'd have stairs and like a door. Okay. What's the story? The story, it's nighttime, things are down, you showed up, all the lights are off. You know that the data has been securely stored by copying it onto various disks and kept in different places around the office. You need to find all 10 of the disks in order to complete the restore. I do like the Windows 3.1 thing. But if you exit and have to complete set of 3.1, you get a bonus points. Right. I feel like you can lose the game if you don't actually get all the materials that you need for the restore. And then you try to restore it, and then you brick the machine, and then you get fired. That's too real, sorry. Yeah, I've only bricked one server. I didn't actually get fired. It was under warranty. They weren't happy about it. No, I do have a job to go to in the morning. Although, man, this week at work, woo! I'll tell you what, man. I have this rule. You just don't go looking for bugs unless you want to find some, because you will find some bugs if you go looking for bugs. And I started trying to build a model for basically a new ad serving model. And so we had collected all of this data, and it was finally like, all right, let's get to it. Let's do this. And it was just like, man, I started looking at the data, and I was like, none of this is making sense. Why does none of this make sense? And it was just like, oh, there's a bug. Not in the data collection, like in the system that was generating all of this data. And it, like the actual existing ad server, and I was like, there's a bug. There's a bug. There's a bug. You all get bugs. And it was just like, it was a long day. It was a fun day. We're going to fix a lot of stuff. Yeah, I know. We're going to end up fixing a lot of stuff, and I'm really looking forward to like checking the old click-through rate when it's all said and done. But of course, we have fixed bugs in the past. Job security. No, man. No. I don't get into that. Job security by screwing up is not the kind of job security that I like, because it's not like we get yelled at or anything like that. It's just like, I feel bad, you know? As a data engineer, I feel personally responsible for like making sure that we're doing the best job that we can with this stuff. And then like when you just start uncovering bug after bug after bug, and they weren't all my bugs, you know, lots of people work on this stuff, but it was just one of these things where it was like, God, we've been screwing up all this time. And it's like, yeah, that's software development. But yeah, been lucky enough not to lose any data so far. So, haven't had to worry about that yet, which is good. Well, I should take that back. We haven't lost any data that we know of. So there's that. All right. Let's see. I don't really have a lot of interactions and whatnot yet. I wanted to get the audio done today. I actually feel pretty good about this. I feel like narrowing the idea down to being an escape room game, or like, a it's a puzzle game, but it's like a task-based puzzle game, I think is really starting to spark my interest and get me on this. Um, I really like the idea of randomizing. I really like the idea of making the flashlight a much bigger part of the game. Right, man. I'm pretty tired too. I'm about to pass out. It's pretty late for me. I normally get to bed around like 9. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, man. And I will be around all day tomorrow, but I'll be in a car all day Thursday and Friday, so I won't be able to see y'all this weekend, and I'll be back on Monday. But thanks for hanging out, man. I'll see you soon. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'm going to get this stuff checked in. And that's going to be it for tonight. We're just not even going to do this. I'm just going to put, what we actually did. Work on the ideas a bit. Okay. Let's get it checked in. Wow, that's a lot of work. Boom. All right. Stream work day 4. Add audio to the game, but it's way too big. We'll have to work on that. What's next? We'll have to work. Needs work. Needs work. The other thing is worked on ideas with what's Mike Jolly's GitHub account? github.com. Ah, crap. I'm gonna have to do this the other way. Michael Jolly GitHub. Live coders. Michael Jolly. Got you a GitHub? There it is. Michael Jolly. At Michael Jolly. Thanks, man. All right, push it. And that's that. All right. We'll see y'all, well, tomorrow. Normal time. See you then.